You know, we all have one. That special corner of the world. Maybe it's a room, a park bench, or even just a quiet space inside our own head where we can finally truly be ourselves. Today, we're going to dive into the architecture of that inner sanctuary, and you'll see why understanding it is just so important. So just take a second, really think about it. Where do you go? Is it a cozy reading nook? A trail you love to walk? Maybe the driver's seat of your car? Well, that place you're picturing right now, it has a name. And there's this whole fascinating idea behind it that shapes everything from our own mental health to the way our cities are built. Yep, that feeling of retreat, of being completely yourself, it's actually a known concept. It's called a sacred personal place. And it's a super powerful idea that researchers are using to figure out what we all really need to, thrive. Now, let's talk about that word sacred. I know what you might be thinking, but in this case, it has absolutely nothing to do with religion. It's all about a profound, totally personal value. This is a place that's essential, like non-negotiable, for your well-being and for your own journey of figuring out who you are. So why do these places feel so special? Well, it's not just a random vibe. Researchers have actually figured out that these spaces are pretty much built on three core pillars. They all work together to create that powerful feeling of peace and belonging. Let's break them down. All right, pillar number one is all about self-actualization. This is your spot to connect with your true self and just grow. And what's so cool about this is how flexible it is. It could be your workshop in the garage, a digital world where you're creating something amazing, or yeah, even that quiet little sanctuary inside your own mind. Number two, safety and sanctuary. Come on, let's be real. The world is loud and always demanding something from us. We all need a refuge from that noise. This is your psychological getaway, the place where you can get the quiet and privacy you need to think, to recharge, and to heal from all the pressures out there. And finally, the third pillar, identity and meaning. This is the secret sauce right here. This is what makes your special place different from any other spot on the map. These places are just soaked in your personal history, your memories, your values. They have a story to tell, your story. But hey, this isn't just some abstract, feel-good idea. It has real, concrete uses out there in the world that are actually shaping our cities and how we interact with each other. Let's take a look at how this plays out in a few different fields. I mean, check this out. It's being used all over the place because it's a universal human need. In urban studies, it's behind what's called holistic city theory, which pushes architects to design parks and homes that actually support our mental health. In psychology, therapists help people build an inner landscape, a safe mental space to process trauma. And in the world of restorative justice, they literally set up a sacred space so people can have the safe, honest dialogue that's needed to heal. This quote, it just nails it. A kitchen is functional, right? Its job is to let you cook. But a kitchen becomes a sacred space when it's where family stories are told over dinner, where recipes get passed down through generations. The meaning that we pour into a place, that's what makes it sacred. Okay, so if these places are so incredibly vital, what does that actually mean for us? For our communities? Well, it means that building them, and especially protecting them, is one of the most important things we can do for ourselves. Seriously, protecting these spaces is essential. They're the foundation of our psychological well-being. They give us room to think, to heal, to become ourselves. But it's bigger than just us. A whole community of people who have access to these kinds of restorative spots, well, that's just a healthier, more balanced community for everybody. And that is really the ultimate point here. The health of the whole community is tied directly to the health of each person in it. A thriving city, a healthy society, it all depends on protecting every single person's right to find and keep their own personal sanctuary. So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Go back to that place you pictured at the beginning, your special place. What will you do to protect it, to nurture it? Because when you guard that little piece of the world, you're not just building a stronger inner world for yourself, you're making the outer world a little bit stronger too.